Yeah, look at me go. We got a new set out, and I've got a box open on the channel, same weekend it released. Look at me go, finally caught up. Woo! So, what do we have? Ironically, I have the set that I've been the least prepared for. I knew the release date was coming up, but I really didn't know anything about the set. There's been a lot of stuff going around, which, I've seen these cards a while ago. I believe this set is one Japanese set, and then we are getting Stellar Crown, I believe, is the next set that's coming out. That's the one that's going to have Terrapagos with the Terra Stellar Pokemon. That one seems to be the more exciting one, and I thought that they would have waited and blended this set and the next one together, but I think they're trying to meet a quota for so many sets that release in a year or something. I saw that somewhere. Don't take me to that. But we got Shrouded Fable, which I was like, oh, cool, Shrouded Fable, great new set. Let me go see if I can get a booster box. And I was like, wait, there's no booster box? What's going on? It's a specialty set. I had no clue this was a specialty set. I think it's just because from looking at the list, it didn't really seem that way. Like, usually when we get specialty sets, it features, I guess, Pokemon or legendaries that are a little bit more popular. It's never usually like the first release of a Pokemon, or at least I'm going to go back and take a look at some, but I don't think we've had one that's been like brand new DLC mons. Usually they save main sets for showing off the brand new Pokemon and, kind of working into that line. But this one is a specialty set that's focused on the Loyal 3, which is, Okidoki, Monkey and Benzen Dippity. Silly names. And then I guess Peachurant as well. Looks like we got one of each of the artworks too, which is cool. We could show that off in just one box. I didn't really finish the DLC. I know it's some sort of... It almost seems like a night kind of thing, right? Because these three stopped Ogerpon back in the day or something. I don't really know. I assume Ogerpon isn't bad, and there was some misleading thing. I didn't finish the DLC. I don't know. It just really wasn't... Scarlet Violet DLC really wasn't hooking me, nor was really the game after playing the main one. But maybe I'll read up on my lore after this. The next video, I understand a bit more what's going on. Without further ado, I'd like to open the set, talk about it a bit. And whereas I think the set is kind of underwhelming, it's not even that. Like, there's a lot of good illustration rares, like in the style of this kind of card. There's only, I think, one of each of these guys is your special illustration rares, and there's Cassiopeia. Like, the set just feels a little disjointed. Like, these guys all fit together, so that's good. At least, like, it's on theme, I guess, for what it's going for. But at the same time, the set is so small, and there's no really other extra cards to complement it. Like, there's not it's very small set list. Like, it's reminiscent of Champion's Path for a lot of people. However, I think the set's at least more fun to open because there's more artwork and at least like illustration rares and the special illustration rares to pull than Champion's Path, where you're literally hunting two Charizards that you're never going to see if you buy packs. I'll say that Champion's Path is going to skyrocket and hold in value, obviously, for the Charizard tax forever. This set I don't think will. This set I think is going to sit in weird... almost like, well, I mean, I guess that's the thing. Packs are going to be harder to come by because it's a specialty set because they're not printing individuals. But then again, we do have little booster bundles, but those tend to go quick. So, no, we're going to see. I don't know if these are going to hold super well because, like, unlike that where you have a chase card that's going to hold very high, once... because I think Benzen Dippity is pretty much the big playable card out of this set. Once that's, like, out of standard, which is going to take a long time, I don't really see anything in this line holding super duper well. Wow, this didn't open well at all. What the heck happened? But the one nice thing we do get with this set is that Shrouded Fable features some of the nicest promo card artwork we've seen in a very long time. So that's exciting. I think, again, this is something I've been begging for a while, so when I saw this coming out, I was like, great. I was like, why is Shrouded Fable getting this love? Now it makes sense. It's a specialty set. They're going to give us some cool special promos. So if nothing else, at least the set is fantastic for that. Excited to take a look at these, but we'll go through the little guys first, which is cool. I love that they're adding a whole line of Cosmos foil cards now. I think that's just super nice to actually be able to play the fun, fully blinged out line versus just using your fully evolved. So there's your standard Poniard. Then you get your Bisharp, and God, they really did a good job, Scarlet Violet, at least adding some third stage evolutions between Annihilate and Kingambit. Great work. I know they're like actually useful Pokemon. I think they add something to Pokemon lines that maybe were suffering a little bit. So yeah, this is our first guy here. Like, really cool. Almost feels like oil painting style. I think the Kingambit just looks very striking. It's a very good strong pose. I dig it. I know the other two special promos are getting a lot more love. I think this is actually contention for the best. I'm gonna be interested to see the texture on the other ones. That might throw it a bit different, but in terms of just like sheer artwork, like that's beautiful craftsmanship. Who did this? Oku. I'm curious to see if the same guy did all three as well. I don't know that for a fact. And is this any good? Probably not. Your opponent's active Pokemon has 4 more damage counters on the Pokemon's knocked out? Huh? Okay. Alright, no, this makes for a funny deck. No. Funny deck. I like it. Very cool. There's got to be a way to easy spread. Gengar, right? But how do you incorporate this into Gengar? I have no idea. A lot of greens and blacks in this. Green, black, and purple. I like the color scheme of this set. I will say that much. And it's just a me personal thing. Like, and I don't even. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's because they're new legendaries. You just don't like them. I love Terrapagos. I am so excited for Terrapagos. I think that's a great design. These guys didn't really do it for me when I saw any of them. They feel, I don't know. They don't feel quite right to me. Maybe if I understood what their little poison whip kind of gag thing is, like what all these guys like the chains have in common. Again, I'm gonna need to read into this and actually see what I think about it. But there's your Monkey Dory art. There is your Okie Dokie. There's the Fenzendipity. Hopefully we get one of those. It'd be really nice to have one because I do need it for some decks. And then we got your Petrarant? Petrarant? Petrarant. No idea. And I don't know if there's any... Are there special energies in this? I'm wondering. Or I think we said we were changing up the energy style, right? Let's see, I guess. I don't know really any of the, even the common artwork. I know this works into a larger artwork. I saw someone post that. I'll try to put a picture of that tweet up there if I could find it. Very cool Meowth, staring at the sparkles. Zubat, Drowsy, very good. Ooh, very clean, like, again, like keeping to that, like, pen and paper style artwork. I like it. We got Power Glass as one of our first new trainers. At the end of this turn, after you attack, if the Pokemon this card is attached to the active spot, you may attach a basic energy from your discard pile to it. I like that for some decks that might have a cheap attack. That way you're still powering up after turn and still getting to do what the top bit is. That's kind of cool. We got Binding Mochi. Attacks used by the poison Pokemon in this card is attached to 40 more. So that's cool. I think there's some cards that have play into that. Yes, we got the new reverse pattern. That's what it is. Which is kind of cool. It's like their chain, but with Pokeballs instead. Oh, very nice. Yeah, alright, I like the difference. Wish they did something new with the Hollows, because these still bore me like crazy. Pokemon's in the active spot. Your Pokemon can't play stadiums in their hand. Interesting, but has to be in the active, so kind of lame. 100 more damage if you do your next turn. Pokemon can't attack. Pretty standard. And with a 4 retreat, you've got to do some wonky retreating to get it there. Energy cards look exactly the same. But cool. All right. I like that at least we have something new in terms of reverse pattern. I'm wondering if that's going to stick around for the next main set or if that's just going to be for our specialty set here. But I guess time will tell. Now for Room. Houndoom. Eevee, very cute in the garden. Oh, Colress's Tenacity. Search your deck for a stadium card and an energy card. Reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle. Okay, I mean, it's similar to Arven, honestly, just grabbing different stuff. Ooh, we love me a Genesect. Wait, Ace Nullifier? Huh? There's a Pokemon tool card attached. Your opponent can't play any Ace... Wait, oh, that's so cool. Oh, he's a bait? Basic 100 damage. Oh, he's so hard to get to attack. But I would love to play this in Golden Go. That would be so sick. It's just 3 energy attachment is not something you want to do, but being able to turn off your opponent's Ace spec like that is kind of neat. Oh, speaking of Ace spec, there we go. Didn't realize there were some new ones. We got Neutralization Zone. Prevent all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a rule box. Okay, both yours and your opponents. By attacks... Oh, prevent all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a rule box, both yours and your opponents. Okay. By attacks from the opponents, Pokemon EX and Pokemon V. Opponent... Prevent all damage done to Pokemon? Both yours and your opponents. That's interesting, your opponents. So how does that... That's going to be kind of interesting. By attacks on the opponent's 1/1 EX and V, EX, V, etc. of rule boxes. Yeah, this card can be put back in your hand or deck from the discard pile. Okay, so they don't want you doing this ever again. Huh. Okay, so you're basically prevent all damage on Pokemon that don't have a rule box. Okay, but it has to be not a rule box Pokemon. It's not like you're, yeah, blocking Vs. But that's a cool, interesting stadium. And then this I know is one of the artworks that people have been really clamoring about. Beware looking like he's ready to completely stomp you. That's pretty fun. Hold on, we'll look at Gart. We'll look at him next. I'm taking this really slow just because I really know nothing about the set list at all, so this is exciting. It's just a good artwork. Very nice. We'll put him up there. Neutralizing Zone. I'm gonna need. This seems like it's gonna have some weird ruling to it that I don't fully grasp yet, or at least like, because where is it beneficial? Where I don't have a rule box. Yours and your opponent. So if I do an attack and it hurts my own team, then it wouldn't hurt my own team, right? Yeah, I think so. I think it basically just prevents your own bench from getting damaged, which is cool. A little damage done. Okay, so damage counters is still probably fine if there was like place it on the bench, I think, from EX Pokemon, but that's cool. That's a nice new stadium. And how is Dusk Noir? Once during your turn, you may put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. Okay, weird. Don't love that. I do like the artwork. He's kind of coming through some like purple misty bramble there. Very neat. But yeah, that's... I mean, if you need to clean up a game and you're still at your opponent can afford to take 1 prize off it and you can get a win off the 13 damage counters, that's kind of nice. on any one. Okay, yeah, so it's not like you could spread it either. It's got to be all 13 in one spot. Interesting. But that is a lot of damage. Your opponent discards cards in their hand until they have 3 cards in their hand. Okay, that's kind of neat. Opponent discards cards in their hand until they have 3. Okay, that's funny. It's silly, I like it. We got another Binding Mochi. We got the Beware with the cool reverse pattern. We got a Hackstress with the cool reverse pattern. Nice. If your opponent's Pokemon has any special energy attached to it, it is knocked out. Fun. That's a cool one. Ooh, and we got a secret. Okay, cool. Cool. This is one of the higher value trainers, I think, out of this set. Janine's Secret Art. Choose up to 2 of your dark Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for... Choose up to 2 of your dark Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for basic dark energy attached to this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck. If you attached energy to your Pokemon in this way, it is now poisoned. Okay, so that's how you get the poison effect going for Binding Mochi. Okay, so she's like an accelerant for, I'm assuming, specific decks, which probably tied to the Okidoki and the Monkey Dory, because I don't think it attaches to Serendipity, maybe? Or no, I guess you could do it to anybody, really. Anybody, because anybody could take the Mochi, actually, so any deck could really get buffed with that, but you are taking poison damage, which isn't great. Oh, I want to see one of the special... There's a Duskull, Dusk Noir, and Dusclops that I'll get a special art illustration thing that, like, it's them, like, approaching your house. It's kind of spooky. I like it. Good old Yveltal. Love that Genesect art. Yeah, got it in reverse, too. Why not? And I don't think we end on anything, but that's a decent start on 4. We did get an illustration rare, and we did get a full art, which is good. 60 damage for each of your opponent's EX or V in play. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that for a dark deck for 2. That's pretty nice. So cool, we got some good, actually like 1-prizers too out of this. So yeah, I'm excited to actually open more and see like what is useful out of here, and we really actually haven't seen as much as I thought we would out of a few packs. So cool. Let me know what you guys think of this brand new set. Did you know it was a specialty set when it was coming out, or is it just me? I'm genuinely curious. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.